team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the give off the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Comes the option. Finds a little space. There he goes. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll move the tight end. On the run, it's Tatum. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Rides the back on the option to give. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
The Sooners are on the move. The option look. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitchman one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
The play-action fake. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pocket breaking down. Slings it downfield. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They kick it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Handoff to the lone back. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Ncaa trying to set up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come up field, and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Grant. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. And the Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Goes to the option. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the 1st.
Defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run play action. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, too, especially on defense, right, it's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that, the ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Ncaa. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Snags it quickly on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the option. Still on his feet at the 45. Gashing the D on the right. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
What a great decision by the quarterback. Like it's such a timing and art when you run this option. Like you want to get those guys to collapse on you like he does and get that pitch man open. And then you see now he has space to run down the field and make the big play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires to the big fella.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
short. Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Sooners come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass. It's Ncaa. Makes the grab. It's Graham. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw again. This time it's complete.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Got it, looking for the first down. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. Turning it on! He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
Grab behind the line. It's Peoples.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes looking to convert on fourth down. For it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Deep in their own territory, they'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Snagged in the middle, it's Wheeler. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Rushes on him. He's going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
When you get in the red zone, you can see as a defense, you get into your drops really quickly and you get your eyes on the quarterback. And you try to read his eyes and break on the football. It's such tight windows to throw in. Great job by the defender breaking on the ball, creating the interception.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off play action on first down. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. Touchdown, Ohio State! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Here's a heat. Makes the grab, it's Sategna. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Off play action. Fires to the right. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball and force the incompletion.
The Sooners will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Let's see what he can do with it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the tight end. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Punt is in the air. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the line. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Tatum. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Ncaa. Bringing the heat. Using his feet to buy time. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Motion from the wideout. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. He'll field the punt and take it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. On the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Now on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks into the open. Doing some serious work on the ground. Out of bounds at the 35 after that big run.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They go to the draw. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Motion from the back. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Trying to... There he goes. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll ride his man on the option. The give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown Sooners! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. To throw, it's Ncaa. He's going for the big play. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on first down.
But that's an incompletion, and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for it.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. To the air on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this defense has an opportunity to close this one out, right? Like, it's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. A few more stops, and it's dub time. So getting your ears back, rushing the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable is definitely job number 1.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. To the air. It's Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
Already in a great spot to kick a field goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown would be even better. Quarterback sneak looking for just a sliver of daylight. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back looking for help. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing.
Oh, he's got some space. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9.
And that's why this offense is hard to stop, man. They have that option to pitch it. So as a defense, like, I got to get the quarterback, and then I got to get the pitch man, and they lost the pitch man, and you could tell. He made them pay with a big gain down the field.
And now, 4th quarter, 4-down territory, almost certainly as they get ready to try to grab the lead. They'll run the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Scanning the field, it's Ncaa. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with a trip to the house.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with a big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
A huge point after this for the lead. And he knocks it through, and they take the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Ncaa. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab behind the line. It's Peoples. On the move at the 30. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Can't make the connection. mentioned, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. He's taking a deep shot. Wide open downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll snap it from the 30 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Right back to the well. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration out front. As a result, they lose yardage.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll give it on the inside. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And the offense right now, I think, just trying to set the football up into a place where their kicker likes it. Running to the left-hand side. You've got an opportunity here to win this game late. So you're just really positioning the football into a place, into a hash that your kicker likes to try and go get the win.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Nerves of steel. Right down the boulevard on the game-winning chip shot. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memory.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire. Whether we lost